Well, we're down at the cottage again, and we're trying to finish the deck enclosure project. Now, last time I only had the two gates and these two fence panels up, and that post right there. Today, I just was forgetting to film. I was so worried about getting it done that I forgot to film it. So I'm sorry. But anyway, this gate here, we encountered a little bit of a problem. We wanted it to open out to maximize the space on the deck, but as luck would have it, the ground slopes up. So we're not quite sure what we're going to do about that right now. We really don't want it to open in because that's going to be like not good. And then over here, I'm going to have to add a 2x4 on the cottage. It was screwed directly to the cottage before, but now I'm going to add a 2x4 because if you remember last time, I had to change my original plan. My plan, oh, come over here, I could demonstrate better. Okay. If you come here, my plan originally, and I measured, from, how long I wanted my fence pieces to be on the sides, and I made those measurements with the assumption that I was going to take my jigsaw and cut under this lip, okay, and cut it in, which would make them shorter by about like that much. But instead, I ended up having to build out the bottom out, so I have some more space to work with. So I'm trying to eat up some of that space, but it would also do my heart good because then it would be symmetrical because I have a 2x4 against that wall. So I'll have one on that side, and I might have to do something on the other side of the fence. But anyway, this is where we are today, and there's so much more done than before. And like I said, I forgot to film. I'm also trying not to swear. Okay, now all of my gates and fence panels are, technically up, okay, but I am still not done, okay. Now that I have everything up and I have it, as level as I can get it and all that stuff, I'm now gonna start shoring up my posts and doing, some stuff to make them sturdier. Like I'm going to double these ones. I'm going to sister it with another 2x4 on either side of here. Okay, and you can see here I'm going to put another 2x4 right here, so it's going to be big and square. It'll allow me to toenail the member because it'll be sitting on top of the deck. Okay, I got 3 members on each of the posts. Okay, I'm now going to toenail them to the deck. All right, now to toenail it to the deck, that just means that I'm going to drill down on an angle, and that's going to make it stronger, because the more different ways that you can screw something down, the stronger it will be. I'm going to add something else later to make it even stronger, but I just want to show you how I'm going to drill these holes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill in kind of straight until it gets started. Then I'm going to angle my drill up like so, and then go in at an angle. I'm going to do this for all of them. Okay, I screwed it all off. And now to make it even stronger, I'm going to add, okay, do you remember how on the gates, okay, I added a triangle? If you want to keep something strong and square, you need to add triangles. It sounds weird. If you want it to be square, you need to add triangles. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, make something similar to this, but out of a 2x4. And I'm going to add it to lend strength to each of these posts. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. This should be familiar because we kind of already did this at home one time. And pretty much all I did was turn my wood over so I don't waste anything. I'm going to slide it so that this end lines up with the very edge of my drill. I'm going to make my cut. There I go. I can make as many or as few as I want. Okay. So this is what I have right now. I am not happy with how this looks here. This right here needs to be, okay, because I could screw this way into this vertical member, and I can screw this way and really catch a good portion of the deck. And that's going to really add some stability to my vertical fence post. But this, I don't know, my OCD just cannot reconcile with this. I want it to line up right here with this. All right, this is what I would like for it to look like, okay, on every single one. So I'm gonna, do my additional cuts on all 6 of these, and then I'll show you how to screw them in. Okay, here it is. Don't it look weird? But here, let me show you what it's actually gonna do. Hold on. Okay, see how it's gonna get screwed in? All right, I'm gonna go drill it now. Okay, all 6 of them are installed. They're all screwed off. All right, I wanna do one more thing, and then I'm gonna stop for the day. I'm not done with this project, but one more thing, and then it will be safe to come down with the dogs. Anything I do after today will be more like a cosmetic. All right, some things I want to do, like, okay, for this gate I have this to hold it shut, but hinges, I don't want it, so I'm gonna be building something just to keep it from swinging in. And then, just a couple of these little, I don't know, propellers or whatever, to keep it shut. And then I'm going to be done for the day. Okay, so really this one, the gate and the post are pretty close together. So it's simple. So it's not going anywhere, okay? It won't swing in, and it will only swing out, and it will lock shut, just like that. Doggy proof. Okay, I'm just gonna create the same things for the other ones. My gaps are all of varying sizes, so I might not be able to do the exact same thing on all of them, but it'll all be good. Okay, quick trick for lazy people. All right, like, I was too lazy to pre-drill these holes, and I really should have, because it's the wood is small and thin, and I don't want it to split. But if you want to gamble and not pre-drill like me, notice how I didn't put them in a straight line. Okay, see how like one is up and one is like down? If I put them on the same line, the grain of the wood, it would be putting twice as much stress on one wood grain and giving it more of an opportunity to split. By putting the screws on two different grains, increases my likelihood of not splitting the wood. Okay, today my gamble paid off. Okay, I did not split the wood, and I saved myself a little bit of time. Okay, this time my gamble did not pay off. Okay, the gap between the post and the gate on this one is much wider, and I don't really understand it because, like, this is 8 feet, okay? It came from the factory. I can't have measured it wrong. That one over there behind my handsome husband is also 8 feet. Again, I made no cuts. It came from the factory. These two gates here, okay, were, you know, cut in half from 8-foot pieces. So I know that both of these are 4-foot gates, and I've measured them several times. And they both have a 2x4 against the cottage, and they both have the same configuration here, but yet this one has such a narrow gap and this one does not. And I just can't reconcile this. I don't like how this looks. And I also feel like as if people are gonna like hit it as they walk in and out. Now, there's two things that I could do. One of them would be to add another member here, okay? But I don't know, like that would just not do because there's 6 of them that look kind of identical, and then it's gonna be like one of these things is not like the other, okay? Now, adding another member here, all right, might be more work because I have to take the gate off, but it would be, I can reconcile it in my mind a little better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I am at a stopping point for today. I made a big mess, gotta clean that up. But I've got a secure area. Next time we come down, if we want to, we can bring the dogs. We've got three gates that only swing one way out, and all 3 of them have little propellers to close them. See? And I don't know, this gate over here is the wonkiest of them all. It is also the least used gate, but even with the propeller on this one, like the bottom of it is just weird and wonky. So I put an extra propeller for on the bottom, just in case the doggies decide that they want to test this down here. I could just do one of these numbers, and you know, when other people are down here without their dogs, we just leave it like that, and one propeller will do for pretty much everybody else. But next time gonna be cutting these off flush with my Sawzall and making like a topper thing on it, like something that you can rest your elbows on and put your drink on, and it will also make it sturdier. It'll become clear when I do it. My powers of explanation are not that great.